Welcome. Welcome to Celebrate Aging. I'm Vicki Marthaler, your hostess today here at Emmanuel Community, and we are in the Lamplighter dining room. Yes, the Lamplighter is an apartment building attached to the nursing home, and as we have been celebrating the nursing home's 45th anniversary, Lamplighter has been here 35 years. It was built about 10 years after the nursing home because, again, the community recognizing that there is a need to provide for people in a different way than a nursing home. And so this apartment building was built. And there are, and I keep wanting to say 66 apartments. There could be 64. Number one, I'm not good at counting. And number two, I keep thinking it's the same number as the books in the Bible. You know, that's kind of where I go. Everything has to go according to Scripture. But however many, there's over 60 apartments here. There's 2 levels. There is an elevator. And we have studio apartments as well as 1-bedroom apartments. They are a HUD. This is a HUD facility, which means that the Housing and Urban Development portion of the government helps pay the rent here. So that's nice to know that when people are stretched with their finances, this is a wonderful opportunity and an option for them to consider. Now we're sitting in this nice dining room. The Lamplighter has been remodeled a couple of years ago, and this was added. They added a portion onto it, and this being a wonderful addition. Now, not everybody here at the Lamplighter has communal dining. That is a service that you can add to your living here, but it is a wonderful addition. You can be as private as you want, or you can be as involved in the community as you want. It's a wonderful, wonderful option. I guess I'm talking about Lamplighter today because I was visiting with someone out in the community, somebody about my age, who has parents who are getting up in years and experiencing some health problems. For the most part, they're doing well, but they are also, well, let's see, how can I say it? They used to be very involved in the community and social and getting out and doing things, but because of their physical abilities becoming limited, they are beginning to be more and more homebound. And the friend that I was talking to was concerned about her mom and dad and saying that they seem to be like depressed. Not that that's odd. I would think that happens to most people. We get a little down from time to time. But she was noticing that when the family could go and get the mom and dad and bring them to a church event or a community event, or get them out of the house and out in the community somehow, some way, even a drive around the lake, that it seemed to brighten them, and she could notice the difference. So, and of course with their abilities, I know one has to have hip surgery and the other one is suffering with arthritis, which you know is very limiting. It's getting a little hard for them to do the yard work. In fact, they're relying more and more on family, which the family's happy to do at this time as long as they're able. But of course then the mom and dad are feeling pretty obligated, and they know that they are having to ask for help. And so the mom and dad are starting to think about maybe the house is too much. And yet they aren't real excited about moving. So what do we do? Well, I encouraged my friend to take a look around the community and start seeing what the options are, and Lamplighter being one of them. Come here and talk to her name is Kylie Johnson, and she's the manager here, and let her show you around, have a tour, see what the services that are offered here, what is available, and get some paperwork done just in case. It's so much easier to gather information and to think clearly when you're not in a crisis situation. And right now her parents aren't in a crisis situation. But there is, as we look down the road, that there could be a time when things have to change. So I encouraged my friend to start now and to come and tour and gather information and ask questions and visit with the residents here, see what their take is on it and why did they pick Lamplighter and what are some of the things that they enjoy while they're here. So that's what I'm proposing to you as well, is that as we think about our aging, our parents aging, our grandparents aging, that what are the options for them in this community, and to come and be proactive. Be proactive and think about what is important. What are the basic things? Now, a place like Lamplighter here, how wonderful it is with 60 families, you know that there's going to be interaction. They have a calendar of events for every month. There's many things. They bring in music. They have bingo on certain nights, so there's that group activity. They again have this beautiful dining room that is used quite often. Off on the side there's a great big screen TV, and they have like Super Bowl parties and Monday night football and all those things. They can show movies. You can reserve space for family gatherings, and we're connected to Emmanuel. I would in my best estimate on Sunday morning when we have church at 9:45 in the chapel, that we have over 25 people from Lamplighter that walk to church, are brought to church, so that they can continue to experience everyday and normal activities. So be proactive, think about the needs of your family, and get good information before it's a crisis. If you're on a waiting list, if you find that you love Lamplighter and that this would be a good fit for you, and you can be put on a waiting list, because right now all the apartments are full, but of course things ebb and flow. And if someone calls and says, we have an opening, would you be interested? And if it's just not the right time, you can say, well, not this time, but if you would keep me on the list. It's always your option. You have nothing to lose and everything to win. And it gives us a confidence and an assurance to know that there is a place that, if it happens to be, it's time, that it's here. So, introducing you again to Lamplighter. Come for a tour, talk with Kylie or talk with Amy Dahlman. The number for Emmanuel is 847-4486. We're here for you. We're in the community and we care. God's blessings to you this day.